It's your birthday. Your phone is buzzing with notifications, happy birthday texts, Facebook posts, Instagram stories. People are asking what your plans are, where you're celebrating, who's throwing you a party. And you're going to work, making dinner, doing laundry, living a completely normal Tuesday. People think you're sad, depressed, or don't value yourself. But here's what psychology just revealed. You're not lacking self-worth. You're demonstrating something most people never develop: the ability to generate your own significance without external validation. And that's not sadness. That's strength. Let's start with something that's going to completely reframe how you see this. Developmental psychologist Dr. Vivian Zayas at Cornell University studied self-concept stability and found something remarkable. People with stable self-worth, those who don't need external events to feel valuable, show consistent internal validation regardless of external circumstances. Your birthday is an external event. It's a date on a calendar that society decided should make you feel special. But here's what's profound. You don't need a calendar date to know your worth. Research shows that people who treat birthdays casually demonstrate what psychologists call internal locus of evaluation. Your sense of significance comes from within, not from whether the world makes a fuss about you for 24 hours. You're not missing something. You've found something most people spend their whole lives searching for. Because here's what most people don't understand about birthday indifference. It's not about not caring. It's about not needing external rituals to validate your existence. Psychologist Dr. Laura King at University of Missouri found that people who require less external celebration and recognition score higher in what's called quiet ego, a psychological state characterized by secure self-worth, low need for attention, and comfort with being unremarkable in the moment. Think about what that actually means. While everyone else needs their birthday to feel seen, acknowledged, important, you already feel those things on a random Wednesday in March. That's not apathy, that's psychological self-sufficiency. And here's the neuroscience piece that validates this completely. When people receive birthday attention, parties, gifts, social media posts, it triggers dopamine release in the reward centers. It feels good. But neuroscientist Dr. Robert Sapolsky's research reveals something critical. People who require external validation for dopamine release become dependent on it. They need the birthday celebration, the attention, the recognition to feel good about themselves. But people who treat birthdays normally, studies show they generate baseline contentment internally. They don't need the dopamine hit from external celebration because their self-worth isn't tied to whether others make them feel special. You're not depriving yourself, you're operating on a more sustainable internal reward system. This explains something you've probably noticed but never articulated. Birthday celebrations feel performative to you. People posting happy birthday who barely talk to you the rest of the year. Forced gatherings where everyone pretends to care deeply about you for one night. Gifts that feel obligatory rather than meaningful. Research by Dr. Shira Gabriel found that people with high authenticity needs, those who value genuine connection over performed connection, often feel uncomfortable with birthday rituals because they recognize the performative nature. You're not being cynical, you're detecting inauthenticity that others either don't notice or willingly participate in. Here's something else research has discovered that changes everything. Dr. Sonia Lyubomirsky's work on happiness found that people who place high importance on birthdays and other milestone celebrations show higher rates of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Why? Because expectations almost never match reality. The perfect party that isn't perfect, the attention that feels hollow, the gifts that don't land right, the friends who don't show up. When you treat your birthday as a normal day, you eliminate the expectation-reality gap entirely. You're not setting yourself up for disappointment. You're practicing radical acceptance of reality as it is, not as Hallmark cards say it should be. And there's a time perception piece here that's fascinating. Philosopher Kiran Satya writes about the difference between telic activities focused on endpoints and atelic activities valuable in themselves. Birthday celebrations are telic. They're about reaching a specific date and having a specific experience. When it's over, it's over. But people who treat birthdays as normal days are living atelically. Every day is valuable in itself. Your significance isn't concentrated into one annual celebration. It's distributed across every ordinary moment. Research shows this creates more stable, sustainable well-being than peak experiences that fade quickly. And here's a lesson that changes everything about how you see yourself. The world will always try to tell you when you should feel special. Your birthday, your graduation, your promotion, your wedding, your anniversary. And yes, these moments can be meaningful, but the moment you surrender your sense of worth to external events, you become dependent on the world's permission to feel valuable. Every day you wake up is a miracle. Every breath you take is a gift that billions of people who came before you don't get anymore. You don't need a birthday to recognize that. You don't need a party to know you matter. The fact that you exist, that you're here, that you're trying, that you're growing, that's enough. That's always been enough. Here's what they don't teach you in school: self-worth. That depends on external celebration is fragile. It needs constant reinforcement. It cracks when the celebration isn't big enough, when people forget, when life gets in the way. But self-worth that comes from within, that's unbreakable. No one can take it from you. No forgotten birthday can diminish it. No lack of party can reduce it. You've built something most people never even attempt, a foundation of significance that doesn't require the world's participation. And here's the truth they won't tell you in the birthday cards and celebration culture. You are not more valuable on your birthday than you are on any other day. Your existence doesn't become more meaningful because the Earth completed another orbit around the sun since you were born. Your worth isn't seasonal. It isn't annual. It's constant. It's inherent. It exists on boring Tuesdays and stressful Thursdays and every forgotten Wednesday in between. The moment you understand that, truly understand that, you're free from needing the world to remind you that you matter. And here's something worth considering. For most of human history, birthdays weren't celebrated. For 200,000 years, humans didn't even track exact birth dates. The modern birthday celebration is an invention, a cultural performance, not a human need. Your indifference to it isn't rebellion against something natural. It's freedom from something artificial. The impulse to recognize your own existence, to feel your own significance, that's ancient. But needing a party to feel it, that's modern insecurity dressed up as tradition.